Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated trade as long as you are on a sim. Okay, we had an entry on the CL buy at 39.60, the automated trade. 39.93. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. This is just an educational room. It's not a trading room. On the ES, we had an entry at 34, 44.25, target 34.57, nailed 49 ticks based on one contract. The DAX is 100 ticks on one contract. Down with the gold, Nasdaq 150 based on one contract, but we have two contracts on the Nasdaq, so this is double the amount. On the Nasdaq, we have 120 ticks based on one contract is 550, two contracts 1,170. The left upper corner, it is for the automated swing trading signal. On the right upper corner, we use the blue charts for the swing trading. On the right upper corner, we use the white chart. This is an example of the white charts. This is coming from the scalper, which we use on the right upper corner. The scalper we use a white chart and a 15-second. This is the YM on the scalper, and I'll try to drag the ES and the Nasdaq to you as well. Okay, so this is what we are chasing, and then we have a different type of an automated trade. I will bring it down. This is the DAX. This is a total different automated trade. We still have two contracts on the DAX, and is absolutely, this is a 1 minute, gentlemen, and it is doing an amazing job. We'll try to get some of those trades later on, but now what we need to do, we need to examine the market, what's going on, and we will show the TI7 as well, but it just, we need at the moment to to adjust what's going on. Just 1 second. I'm trying to, there is too many opening trades. I'm trying to control that. Let's start with the Nasdaq. Let's start with the ES to read what's going on in the market. On the ES, we had a beautiful entry, a beautiful profit, beautiful target. And then the system estimated you should exit at 34.56.75, and it was right in line. And then we need to examine what's going on in the market before we turn on any manual or automated trade. So the system estimated you need to exit at 34.57, and it did, right to the take, in conjunction with the resistance line. If we read what the chart is telling you, there is a reversal, and the reversal, this one here, does not repaint, gentlemen. And plus, we got a signal. This is a total different system than the market analyzer is telling you to sell. So that it is by itself is telling you the exhaustion of the ES. And this is a really important. Now on the scalper, we nailed 1,500 on the scalper, and the entry was perfect entry. And if we notice where the scalper estimated, it was 34.58, and it was right on tick, right to the tick with it. And this way, so we are understand that ES is has reached the limit to the long side at the moment. So once we understand the ES, what's going on in the market, we can examine for the Nasdaq traders that this is here a re-entry. This is a re-entry on the pullback. Now the system estimated on the Nasdaq is 11,884. We missed, the system missed by one tick to the target. We have a pullback. Now here is the situation right now on the market. Because of this ES has hit the top of the market here, and I'm not expecting any more movement to the upper side at the moment, because has been confirmed 3 times that the 345775 is the high ceiling there, and this is where the exhaustion started bringing on the ES. And the ES right now is going back to the re-entry point. The re-entry point is a planting on the chart, 344775, in conjunction with the 4925 support. That it is indication that the market, most likely, if there's any pullback on the ES, we're going to be somewhere around that area here. And it is very important to understand where is the pullback on the ES. Now on that one here, we closed one target. We closed one, nailed around $700 out of it. We still have one left. I will leave it as a runner. Most likely this ES is going to go back and close on that level here, because it's been overwhelming that this one here is over, and it is coming exactly as where is the support area, the 4875. It is the pullback re-entry. So this is a very, very important. Understand what's going on with the Nasdaq, because what happened on the scalper with the Nasdaq is already now the market start taking short trades. And if we look at this, gentlemen, this is where I told you most likely the ES is going to rebound from, and this is exactly what happened. It came in exactly at this area as a pullback re-entry. And now the situation, if we can get confirmation on the support area in here, this means we are going to be our target today before 12 o'clock. Let's put the clock somewhere around 3471, somewhere around that area. So we need to watch this market very close. And now we have a confirmation on the ES support area. We're not totally out of the wood yet. If we look a little bit more, we have 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar. So we are not completely out of it yet. So we need to confirm this critical area on the ES. We are going to be holding above this area here. If the ES broke the 44.75, the whole momentum on this market is going to change, and all rules are now changing if we have the ES break below the 44 level. So let's keep our eye on it, and this is where you really need to pay attention bar by bar at the moment before you make any kind of decision, any trading, or before you start activating any auto trade. Now, to continue that story here, because of this collapse, what happened on the NASDAQ has fired a few minutes ago the sell position, which nailed $1,000 on that trade. Now, there is two options to this trade at the moment, how to manage that trade. Two options here is going to be making a lot of difference on your portfolio or on your performance. Is if this ES hold this re-entry point, you need to cash in on the NASDAQ. If the ES able to break that 44.50, that means we are looking for a couple $1,000 on that trade. It's a very simple fact. So if we want to magnify the ES, we can look at the ES scalping, which the ES scalping has excuse me, broken the 49 level and is trying to go to the 45 level. And there we go. Here's what we are talking about. And now it is, the re-entry is 47. So let's see how this, and this is what is holding this NASDAQ on 1,200 or 1,300. So if we look at this ES, if it's able to drop to the 45 level, that means we are able to break those heavy support area on this NASDAQ. If it's not, that means a trader should immediately start taking the trailing stops from the fib line, those floating fibs, and try to cover some of the profit and to protect his profit. How to do that? We can go ahead and take one here. You can keep one as a runner and one here as an example. So right now what we are doing, we are trying to protect ourselves, or we are trying to protect the profit because of what we have said before it happened, that the ES most likely is going to hold at this area, and it did if you go back with the video. So right now on the ES, it is a very, very critical area, and actually in this critical area you need to cover yourself so you will not lose any money. So it is an automated trading. You can turn on the fully automated trade on it or an ATM. I personally like the ATM because on the ATM I can manage my trade and I can manage my profit. On the fully automated trade, you cannot do that. So this way here on the ES, we played it safe and didn't cost us any money because we understood the situation on the ES. We understood that before it happened, we predicted this ES is coming to this area here, and we knew it will be a problem for the Nasdaq. And then right now it is the Nasdaq is hanging on a threat. Either it's gonna go back immediately very fast up, or it's gonna drop. Depends on the ES. And if we are able to break that area, we are looking for a couple $1,000 on one trade, gentlemen. And then you are done for today. By having a knowledge in the market, what you can grab one trade, some other traders that will dream of making that same amount of money for 1 week. As we see right now, the DAX firing a signal sell, and now they're all going to start firing sell. And on the YM we have trade, and if the ES going to drop, then what we do here, we do our homework, and then we say break even, and then our job is done. It's not costing us any money anymore. We don't have to worry about it. We just manage trades. We don't need to be brilliant traders. We just need to understand what's going on in the market, and then we can make a decision on that. So right now we are all our eye is on the ES. If it's gonna break that key point, it's gonna have an impact on your trade, or if it's gonna stay and hold, and if this market start going up, you're gonna have a direct impact on the Nasdaq. So this is a very, very straightforward, very clean, it's not a confusion. Once you understand the market steps, it's not a confusion place. So right now we covered some of the profit, and we are going, this is the last bumper on the Nasdaq. And if this Nasdaq, look how this market playing to the take on the trailing stop, because this is a floor in fibs. Look at this. This is a floor in fibs, and it came into the resistant floor in fibs to the take. So now it is, look at this. This is an efficiency. It's not a dummy trailing stop. I hate a dummy trailing stop. The market pulled back from all the way up and stopped right at your trailing stop. We took one of the trades out, and now, okay, we are done with that trade. It's finished, and now we have confirmation. And then if we are breaking this projection at 40 feet, okay, there we go, we're breaking it. Now we are, look at this, beautiful, absolutely a beautiful trade. And there we go, we are home with that one here. So it is now, it is 10:17. We've been on this webinar 15 minutes, and practically you are done for today. That's all what it takes, a little knowledge in the market. And guys, sometimes knowledge does not come in 1 month and 2 months. Sorry to say that. If you're not patient enough, sometimes people will hit it within a couple of weeks. Some people, it might take them 2 months, and some people might take them 2 years, and some people might take it and will never get it. So it depends on the person. It's not the system. It's whether you understand how the market function, or if you don't understand the market for functioning, then you better learn it, because there is no easy way out of it. So whatever we made out of the Nasdaq, I don't want to brag about numbers or take, because this is not our primary area. What we need to understand how to stay out of trouble, break even, extend the target, override the auto trade if we want to, and try to stay in the profit, as like what I have done right now. We still have one contract, and if the market goes up, market goes up. And what's going on the Nasdaq? You have a resistance at 845, and the ES is facing the projection at 34.53. Simple as that. Simple as that. So there is no Houdini in there. There is only knowledge to understand what is your fib level. And I've been wanted to make a chart with all kind of indicators. We have over 100 indicator in the charts, but I don't use too many indicators for less confusion. But I've been wanted to do this, open one chart maybe, and bring all the indicators we have. Maybe I'll try, if I have time tomorrow, I'll do that. So what I'm trying to say, we don't need to depend on the indicators as much as we need to depend on the basic, the fibs, the reversal, the pullback re-entry, the entry signal, and the exit signal. This is shrink all this nonsense, oversold, double support, double resistant, whatever, double top, double bottom, all this nonsense we hear constantly. We find out that has no impact on the market. We need to predict the market, and this does not make sense to me. So once we understand our price level, once we understand what is the reversal, like what we said here, and then a little mark here is telling us the sellers over the buyers or the buyers over the sellers. This is here on the top left top. It is the target, which the institutional is telling us where the institutional targets today, and the high time frame, if you want to use 15 or 30 minutes, bring light for you and telling you the higher time frame is in the green, and you're going in conjunction on this 1 minute with a high time frame, 15 minutes or 30 minutes. So the 15 or the 30 minutes is going to the green, and the 1 minute, look at this now, it's telling you where is the high time frame direction. It's telling us now the sellers over the buyers. It's giving us the entry, the re-entry, the pullback re-entry. All of it is on the chart. You don't need to do any drawing. It's only fully automated signal that it tells you what's going on in the market. What we wanted to do today, we want to bring the TI7, and I will cover it within 5 minutes. I'm going to cut off the microphone for 5 minutes, and we will start covering some templates on the TI7. Thank you. The difference between that NASDAQ, this one here is the TI7 automated trade, has nothing to do with the signal, is a total different one, and the other one is the signal. So the one on the signal, we are going, this one here is belong to the market analyzer on the right upper corner. And this one here, you can control it manually if you want. This is the scalper, a break even, and we are done with it and it's out of the way. On this one here, it is the TI7, which it is a total different algorithm, and total is a fully automated trade, and we will be covering the fully automated trade after a while until we are done. So we closed the second trade on the TI7, and the first one made 630, and the second one made 630, and now we are going to the NASDAQ. Can bring a lot of ticks, but you have to. I'm not gonna touch this NASDAQ. You can see yourself if this market moving and trending, the scalper is going to change from scalping to swing trading by itself, and as you see, the target moved by itself on the scalper. As long as this market is trending, the scalper extend the target automatically. If you don't want to override the auto trade, you can do that, and leave it as is. But also, it is very nice if you can override the auto trade. Now we are coming down to the last. We are about to close that trade on the automated, and I think it hit the target. Let's see once we are done with that trade. You can see how the scalper extend the target automatically. So from the scalping, it turns to swing trading by itself. There we go. We are done with it on the TI7, and we nailed 2,270 on that 2 minutes NASDAQ, and the target is 1,000. But if the market going to your direction, it's gonna stay to your direction. So the auto trade is based on $1,000 target for today, and when the market going to our favor, spit out 1,070 more, total of 2,070, and it's done. I want to cover a little bit on the TI7. Once we are done with the trade, it okay? Before we cover something else, I need to keep my eye on the CL. And the CL, if we break that area here, for the CL traders, there is no use to keep trading the CL if it goes below the 39.81. You can see this is an automatic and it's going by itself. And if you don't want to, what's going to happen? Okay, so be careful on the CL. If the CL drop below the 39.78, it's finished. It's totally finished. Uh, as we see here, without touching anything on the NASDAQ, if you don't want to override the auto trade does it by itself. But as you see, the trailing stop is going by the Phipps. And if you want to secure, if you don't want to play with the target, you don't have to. But at least you can, if you want to, you can secure more of your profit by taking the trailing stop. At least you have $1,400 into the profit. Now, if the the floating fibs, comes into the trailing stops, they will lift it for you and start moving it for you automatically. So you don't have to do anything. The same thing apply on the ES, but on the ES I have expanded the target to the next level is 34232, and the target, the system, it was 34438. So we will see if it is gonna nail it. And okay, and wow, this is a very sharp pullback, and I'm so glad we covered the Nasdaq, and we walked away with a profit. And this is very good. We still have one more trade on the ES, and then we will cover the TI7, what the TI7 done for today. A little bit getting mixed. It was a very sharp pullback, and I want to cover the, once we are done with that trade on the ES, I like to cover. You see where we told you to put the CL stop loss is at 39.78. This is a very clean picture for the CL trader. When we had the breakout on the CL, came into this level at 39.96, coming back to the projection and the support, and then come in back to this area, and then coming back to the support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. This is confirmation that this area is holding. And as you see, this is a really why I don't like a dummy trailing stop, because this is, I find it is the most unprofitable thinking by using dummy trailing stop. And if even if you got into the proper entry, you're not gonna be making money. So again, guys, the dummy trailing stop, it is not your friend, you know. And some of you, sometimes I've seen when we come into people's computer, then we see they are doing the trailing stop very tight, and a dummy trailing stop. And even when you get the proper trade or the proper entry, you are mismanaging that trade, and you are billing out of that trade for peanuts. You're not taking any major trades. The majority of those guys, they use a dummy trailing stop, We want to calculate it, if you are using between 12 ticks and 15 ticks, your average on a trade is between $100 $150. And this is a crime. This is a crime when you have a proper entry and you are going on the right direction, and then you're billing out of a trade for $150, where if you were educated enough, whether you are using our system or somebody else's system, you stay as long as needed on that trade, and you need to start changing your attitude towards trading, and you say, I'm going to stay on that trade as long as I can. I'm going to milk that trade as much as I can. I'm going to hide my trailing stop behind a fib line until I suck the blood out of that trade. And this attitude is not hard once you, it's not every trade you're going to be taking is going to catch $1,000 or a couple $1,000 trade. But if the market right now, as an example with the ES, I have $100 or $200, is not enough for me to get out of the bed in the morning. So if I was trailing a stop 10, 15 ticks, I would have been out of that trade long time ago. And I'm going to stay on that trade. And now, because I stayed on that trade and I did not move the needle, now there is a good potential if this ES able to break those double support area, I can turn one trade on the ES $500, $700, $1,000, or I might walk away with a big banana and there is nothing in there. And welcome to trading. So what I'm trying to say, guys, I have seen it many times. Like right now, this is another example. I'm trying to work on that area. I've been working for the last couple of 3 weeks about the people with an attitude about auto trading, and now I'm trying to focus this week on how to manage a trade. As you see here, I've set my goal on the CL right below the projection and the support area. If the CL drop and knock me out of that trade, I will walk away with $450 out of it. I can accept that, because technically, if this CL break that area here, I'm no longer interested in that trade. So, two options. I will walk away with $450 on the CL, or if the CL decided to climb all the way up there, I will walk away with $1,000. That can save me problem not to take more trades for today. This is the secret, guys. Look at this. This is the secret, guys. Is like when you are, now it's finished. Now I'm not interested in the CL anymore until the second round, plus, minus, whatever it is. Then I will look at it again. But I am not looking at the CL anymore. If the CL break below that area, I'm not interested in it anymore. And I'm not going to go back and jump on the wagon with the trade on the CL. Now it is finished until you can say the cart has shoveled again, and we want to see if there is a short or long trade on the CL, and then we will consider jumping on the wagon again. So it is not to just keep clicking or auto trading or blindly trading and not knowing where you are. You have to be a little bit like a sniper with it, and one trade and one profit on it, you know. So you should not be all over the places opening up position. You should be concerned and evaluate every trade by trade before you jump. So again, guys, it's the majority are taking $100, $150 out of that trade, and you should say, this is wrong. You should say, right now I'm $250. If you're happy with it, click on it, close it, walk away. It's fine. I can live with it. But if you're gonna jump again on a trade with the ES, stay where you are. At least you have a winning trade in your hand. If this ES go all the way down to the next level, I will walk away with $1,000. Or if this market go back and knock me out of that trade, then when the cards shoveled again, then I will recalculate the next signal if I want to take it or leave it. You know, not every signal is going to be profitable signal. Not every signal. You have to look at it. As an example, we were trading the NASDAQ. We did very well. The NASDAQ went back, knocked us out of those trades. I can accept that. And then it came down to this target. I can accept that. And now I'm not looking at the NASDAQ because now it is finished to the downside. And now I'm just waiting to see if the CL gonna make $1,000, $500 before I can consider closing it. But as long as this ES on $100, $200, I'm not interested in poking with it. I'm gonna leave it as is. If the ES go back and knock me out of that trade, that's very fine. This is the name of the game, you know, because I'm not aiming for $200 or $150. Then 5 minutes later, I'm going to jump on the trade. It's going to be losing trade. And maybe it's going to be the trade after that is going to be losing trade. And then now we are in a big total lost banana trading. What we need to do, we need to say, I have one in my hand here and it's going to my right direction. I either walk away with it with a $500, $1,000. If the market trending, you will walk away with $2,000 on that trade. That will give you enough beef to make some mistakes tomorrow on Friday until you catch the trend. That will give you enough beef for tomorrow, because not every single trade you're going to be making money out of it, but that will give you enough bread. If you started in the morning and the market was chopped and you had some couple losing trade, you're still in the plus side and you are waiting to the proper trade. So until you catch a nice trend, and then you are okay. So this is the way I think, and because if you can catch a trend, walk with it. The market spikes once a day. I don't know when. I don't know what time tomorrow is going to do that. Could be 9:29. Could be 11 o'clock. Could be 1 o'clock. I have no clue. So we will need to survive until we catch the spike for today, whether it's an ES, CL, NASDAQ, Dow Jones. You know, very rare you will have two spikes. And you know, and here what it is. Once this instrument spike for today, there is nothing left after that. If the CL jump 100 take today, what you expecting to happen after that? Nothing. It's done. It's finished. Then it's gonna be wishy-washy like now, you know, going up and down. And this is the worst nightmare for any auto trade or manual trade. And going up and down, that can get you dizzy, really, can get you really steam out of coming to your nose when you are trading. So once this market spikes once a day, there is not much to do anymore. Whoever was on that trend, he got lucky, and the guy is, I'm not sure, I don't know, you know, then he miss it, then he have another day to live in and try to work his trade again. You know, we cannot be perfect traders every day. With sometimes we make mistakes, sometimes we are too early, too soon, we read it wrong. Welcome to trading. This is part of the trading. So now look at this one here. It's been going back and forth on the ES. This is the secret, guys, and this is not the trading room we charge in money. But this is the secret in the future trading. As we know now, we've been going back and forth with this game on the ES, $100, $200, $100, $200. You calculate it if you are not on that position, and now this ES monkeying us around for what, 10, 20 minutes. And if you imagine that you got out of that trade, whether you made $100 or $150, trying to go back to the same condition as the ES, guaranteed the second trade is going to be losing trade because the market is not trending. Every time the market goes down, it turns around and goes up again. Every time the market goes up again, the market on the ES go and turn around. And that is aggravation. It can go under everybody's skin, even by the best traders in the world. So what I'm saying is we have a couple ticks below the entry price, and it's going like a yo-yo, up and down, up and down. 1 minute we have $200 profit, 1 minute we have 100. It's fine. Leave it as is. I will walk away with this one with a $50 or $500 or $1,000. And now we got out of it with $50. I prefer to walk away with it with $50 than to go ahead and knock out a trade, go into your direction for $100. And now, as we see here, this is a very quick look. If we just look at the market analyzer from the swing trading to the scalping, and this is a big question is, Sam, when we know the market is mixed, look at it. It's mixed. If we look, beside those guys, they say, oh, okay, he have red here. The system is not good. Yeah, that guy, he is on a different planet. But if we look at the system, when we first started, it was all in the green, and now most of it is in red. Welcome to trading. What is telling us here? It's telling us the market is mixed. When you see the market analyzers, whether you are scalping or a swing trading, it is, some of it is red, some of it is green. That means there is a big mess up in the market, and it's not conditioned to go anywhere. And this is the biggest proof if we look at the ES. What we missed out on an ES, and how much when we first started. I remember on my last trade, it was here, somewhere around that area. And this is where we started around 10 o'clock. This is precisely 10 o'clock when I said it fire reversal and a sell, and then came into the support area. Then we had a short and came into this whatnot here, and nothing has happened. So if we look at the ES picture, what we have missed on the trends, nothing. We did make some money on that movement here with the ES. We did. But then when at 10:34, everything has stopped. And as we see from 10:33, 10:34, and now it is almost 11 o'clock, nothing has happened. So if we look from this time in here, for the last half an hour, the ES has not performed in any condition, has not performed, whether you are a manual trader or an auto trader. This ES for the last half an hour has not moved. So why I need to get in a hurry and get out of a trade for $100, and there could be potential for $1,000 trade. This is, the more you trade, the more higher risk trader you are. You do not go and bang on the market day and night, left and right, and expect it to be wizard in the market. It will catch up with you and whack your account. This is not a game here. It is a very serious business. When you are using a real money, you're going to get in trouble if you're going to expose yourself to the market constantly. This is the worst enemy for you if you think you can turn on an auto trade day and night, and you're just going to be swallow money day and night. You're going to wind up choking on it. You're not able to do that in the trading. Folks, the way I say it, the way it is, you will find the hard way or the easy way. This is not a place for marketing here. It isn't educational. whether you accept what I'm saying or not, don't fool yourself. You need to earn your way into the market. Please do that. If you don't want to listen, it's very fine. But please do not go live in the market and you don't know what you're doing and you think you're going to survive. You're not going to survive. You're going to walk away with a banana. You're not going to survive. So why you want to turn on your live trade if you don't have your both feet on the ground? And this is the biggest mistake. You should not. Stay on sim, whatever system you have out there. This is not the place to make mistakes. Be patient, learn whatever system you have. Stay away from those books, CDs. Those they don't. Try to develop your own trading. Don't buy CDs and book and a guy pop out of nowhere telling you he show you the way to heaven. If he knows the way to heaven, he will not be selling you the CD and the. So try to develop your own trading, not my trading. No, try to develop your own trading. This is the only way you can learn. We can give you the basic knowledge, but to try to don't go to any room and pay money. Save your money. Don't come to my room. Don't come to anybody's room. Save your money. It's wasting time. Try to develop your own trading. Try to be conservative. Stay on a sim as long as needed. It doesn't matter if you stay 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. Doesn't matter. Some people catch up within 1 week. Some people take some 1 year. Some people has to work. Yes, do it when you're not working or try to practice when you are working, whatever it is. But don't jump in the rain with a gorilla and you're not qualified to jump in the rain. It's like a soldier. You do not send a soldier anywhere if he don't have the right boots, the right gears. You don't send him. And if you're not qualified to go live and you are barefoot, you don't have boots, you don't have the right gears, you don't have the proper training, you don't have the proper experience, you only have a couple $1,000 and you're waving at it and you want to make $1 million out of it, this is not going to work for you. Stay away from this business. Learn. Be patient. I keep saying the same way because it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart for a grown man will not listen. And they deny that and they go by this commercial a guy pop out yesterday and now he's telling me he can make $1 million if you buy his CD. I'm sure, yes, but not in this lifetime. So I want to take a break. I run out of breath. I want to take a break. And after the break, I want to cover some of the auto trades on the TI7. We are testing a new template and we are testing some other things. So I will cover what the TI7. The TI7 is not the signal. I don't know why some people think is connected to the signal. The TI7 has nothing to do. This is in your package like some other auto trade. That kind of auto trade has nothing to do with the signal or on the chart or the scalper. It is a total different automated strategy trade. Different algorithm, different auto trade, has nothing to do with the signal. I have no idea why some people think if you see on the chart it says on it BBT I7, that means it is a total different automated trade from what you are looking at here. This is the swing trading. This is the TI7, and now we are also preparing we are working on a new type of an auto trade, also turn on, turn off, fully automated trade like the TI7. So we will take 5 minutes of break, and I want to cover the performance on the TI7 today. We are testing some templates, and we will be probably sending out this template on Monday. We'll take 5 minutes and we'll be right back. Thank you. We are testing the. I'm gonna show you the losing and the winning on the. I'm testing a new template. I might release it on Monday to our. This is the DAX. 5 minutes nailed 2,637. This is the DAX. We will go through all of it. The 4 minutes, 1,000 is the same template, a different time frame to our members. Remember that. And We have the 3 minutes on the DAX. It's the same template, 2,403. The 3 minutes didn't make it. Didn't make it at all. So the 3 minutes did not, the 2 minutes, I apologize, did not make it. The 5 minutes, the 1 minute on the DAX, which is my favorite instrument. This is the only pleasure I have early in the morning with no interruption. It's 1,000 on the 1 minute. It's the same template to our members. It will be released on Monday, so don't bug me on the Skype. We're not done testing it yet. This is the 3 minutes. It's the same template, the same entry, and this is the 5 minutes. Also, it is the 2 minutes did not make it. Actually, did not make it all day long. On the Nasdaq, we nailed 1,105 on the 5 minutes. Again, it will be released on Monday. Not now. Okay, we're not done adjusting it. Also, it's the same template, folks. It's the same template. I'm trying to find it. It's not making any template. I'm trying to find one template fits all. So that's what I'm doing. And send it out, because it happened to be, if I don't send templates, 90% of those guys, they don't know how to set up a template. No matter how much we do on the webinar, no matter how we show to make templates, nobody home. So it's not because I'm trying to attack anyone. No. But what I'm saying, reality, that's how reality. I stayed not sending templates for 3-4 weeks. Nobody came out with a new template at all. So that tells me I need to do it. Okay, fine. So now I'm redoing it. And I'm trying to find one template fits all, and I did. And I'm still testing it. The same template, the one on the DAX, I'm testing and might be released on Monday. The 4 minutes made 1,745 on the NASDAQ. On the 3 minutes, 1,360. On the 2 minutes, 1,795. Let me try to squeeze it because there is a lot more to come. And it's the same template, turn on, turn off. You don't need to adjust it, tweak it, do nothing to it. 1,000 on the 700 on the 4 minutes. 1,300 on the 3 minutes. And 1,795 on the 2 minutes. And it is 2,450 on the 1 minute. It's the same template on the DAX, the same template on the NASDAQ, and this is all the time frame we are using. We're not using hula bule, call, line break, whatever that is, or Renko bar, or all this nonsense. It is a real chart by real minutes. ES, all of them are on a $1,000 target, and which you can use the same template on a micro account. We are going to. You're welcome, amigo. So those are the tests. I'm doing it, and I will send the template on Monday, hopefully. The ES 5 minutes made 1,000. The ES 4 minutes made 1,125. The 3 minutes. So what we are using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's how we are testing it. 1,125. And then the 2 minutes, 1,100. They're all 100. 1,100. And the ES on the 2 minutes, 1,000. Look, all of them 1,125. All of them. ES. All of them, the daily target is 1,000. And of course, you can use a micro account. And now what we are going to do, this is the only ones I'm testing. CL, 5 minutes, has not accomplished the $1,000 trade yet. And the 4 minutes, nailed 1,350. The 3 minutes nailed 1,350. And the 2 minutes nailed 1,190. And 1 minute nailed 1,350. One thing, if we want to examine, is something, the reason I'm doing this, I want to show you something which okay, now I woke up all my traders. No, Mr. No. Those are a new template. You see that we're sleeping, now they all woke up. Now they all sending me a message. This is going to be on Monday, not before, sir. Take a pill with the blood pressure right now. So, if we look at this, I'm testing the CL, ES, NASDAQ, and the DAX, which those are the most popular instruments to trade. So if we look at this picture, the only one has not accomplished today is the 2 minutes DAX, which has been a disaster today. A really disaster, the 2 minutes. And 5 minute CL has been a disaster today. So out of all those instruments, we have only 2 charts did not make it. That tells us it's a very success template. Now, this is not what I wanted to aim at. I want to aim at how it is when the market moves between 1 and 5 minutes and you are auto trading. Most of the time, they come in with the same average. And let me give you an example. The DAX is a total different animal but we will start with the CL to understand what I'm trying to say to you. If we look at the CL, it's the same template, okay? But if we look at the CL from the 1 minute, 1,350, 1,192 minutes, 1,350, 1,350 the 4 minutes, and this one here, eating banana, and the number 5 is going south, you can see it is almost the same amount whether you are using a 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. Now, what is the difference between those two is why the CL. It is overwhelming success template. Why the CL on the 5 minutes didn't make it? Out of all those charts, there is 2 charts did not make it. It's the DAX 2 minutes and the CL 5 minutes did not make it. Out of all those charts, out of all the instruments, out of all the time frame, those the only 2. Because this chart moving condition on the 2 minutes on the DAX did not fit. The bar movement did not fit with the algorithm. The same story on the CL 5 minutes is going in a way in a circle and is not hitting the $1,000 target. So is it a bad auto trade if you are using 2 minutes? And is it good automate trade if you are using 3 minutes? So this is where I'm trying to say, of course, there is a disaster auto trades out there, without a doubt. When an auto trade cannot be consistent on one time frame, is a lousy auto trade. When an auto trade can be 1 day line break, 1 day is a rank bar, 1 day is a 188 range, or the second day is a whatever that is, that means there is no stability in this auto trade, no matter what. And especially if this been presented after the fact, because you see only what you need, they want to show you, but they will never come out here live and show like what we do. So it cannot be in auto trade 1 day Renko bar, 1 day tick chart, 1 day 188 ticks, the second day is 300 ticks, and the fourth day is a line break. So this poor guy coming in the morning, which time frame? This is a very wide range time frame there we go. Now we have over 30 messages that want the template. The template, it will be released on Monday. Please don't nag me out of it, okay? So what we are trying to say is, if you want to auto trade, if you are aggressive, 1 or 2 minutes, medium, 2-3 minutes, conservative, 4-5 minutes. This is the area, is 3 level. Now, whether you have $100,000, $2,000, $50,000, which it is a very common question, practically on every single day by 50 emails, 60 emails, what is the proper amount of money to trade? Lately, we are saying, because the market has been rough for the last months, I will say whether you have 100,000, 50,000, 2,000, you're only allowed to go on a micro account, which, thanks God, Ninja Trader did this. And thanks God we have a micro account, because it's not the amount of money you're gonna be making on the micro account as much as I need the trader to get tension on the bar's movement when he is auto trading, and not shooting up in the air and trying to knock down ticks and not looking what he is jet skiing over. You don't just jet ski over water and you don't see the shark under you. You don't do that. And here, you don't just auto trade and you ignore what the market is telling you. And this is my biggest problem, and it is my worst nightmare. So what I'm trying to say is, this attitude about it is a bad auto trade because it didn't make it on the 2 minutes is a wrong attitude. Out of all this, we have the 5 minute CL and the DAX 2 minutes didn't make it. And the reason is because the condition of the bar movement on that time frame. Now, another things, if you want to look at it, is the same template, all of them. Same template, different time frame, different instruments. If we look at the 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes on the CL didn't make it, they're all within a range of a 350. What is telling you? This is what the CL able to get you today. Whether you are using, sometimes you will find the 5 minutes as an example on the NASDAQ. Okay, I have another test here. I want to show it to you. I have another test I'm doing right now, which I want to cover that on Monday. This is another test on the DAX. It's nailing $4,000 on this one here. It's the same auto trade, different template. Okay, this one here also I'm testing. This one here. I made it yesterday. Today I'm testing it. It's doing very well, actually. And this one here, it is for the DAX. And I'm testing some other stuff. I want to cover it on Monday, which is in your package, but I'm not going to flash it right now. It is one of the auto trade in your package. This one here. I'm going to be... this one here is an amazing one, and it is really amazing one. I want to cover that one on Monday, and we're gonna cover this one here. So on this one here, it is another test I'm doing, which we will be talking about. But anyway, now on the CL here, if we look, the range is 1,350. Whether you are using 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 4 minutes. Now, could be next week, Tom is using a CL on 5 minutes, and Jack is using a CL on 2 minutes. One of them is going to be making more money than the other. It does not mean the auto trade, but it means sometimes the movement, the bars, is not fitting for that day with the algorithm you are trading with. And that can be struggling. And if you don't understand when the market or the auto trade is struggling, this is really a problem. If we want to go back on the ES, also, it's the same story. It's not by accident. We are using the same template, of course. But also, if we look at the 1 minute, it is 1,125. And the 2 minutes is the same number. The number 3 is the same. Number 4 is the same. And number 5 is right on the spot. 1,000. You see that? So if we look at the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ is 2,400 on the 1 minute. But look at the levels, and on the 2 minutes, 1,795. It's almost as high as the 1 minute. And then the 3 minutes is 1,360. This is a low compared to the 1 and 2 minutes. And then we have the 4 minutes went up high, and then the 5 minutes was the lowest. Okay, so If Jack is using 5 minutes today, and nailed today 1105 here, and Vito from England is using the 1 minute, and he nailed 2045, does not mean the 1 minute tomorrow is gonna bring you 2045, 2450. It could be tomorrow Vito is using 1 minute, and Jack from Australia, his 5 minutes might nail 2000, and Bob from Alabama is using 3 minutes, and it's probably gonna be 2000. So you cannot say, because today is the Nasdaq 1 minute made the most money, so tomorrow I'm gonna jump on the 1 minute. For me, I will not chase the amount of money. Always the money is there, safety. So for me, I prefer to see which one is less noises, somewhere around the 3 minutes range. I don't want to get caught in the 1 minute noises. So what I'm trying to say, if a Jack is using 5 minutes, is too much, and Vito from England is using 1 minute, and Bob is using 3 minutes, I will stay with Bob between 3 and 4 minutes, and I will accept less money. Why? Because the 3 minutes, 4 minutes area here is a medium aggressiveness. It's not too much safety, because also you have to consider the 5 minutes. It takes longer time to enter the market because it's a bigger time frame, and sometimes by the time the 5 minutes get into the trade, the party is over. So I prefer to be in between 3 and 4 minutes, less noises in the market, and I will stick with Bob's idea, not a Jack and not Vito from England. I will stay with Bob between 3 and 4 minutes, because this is balance between noises and too much safety. So if we look between 3 and 4 minutes, they're almost close to each other, and there is 1,300 and there is 1,700 in between there. And if it's up to me, I will use 4 minutes. If you want to, also it's up to me. Sometimes some of the instruments will be better on 3 minutes, not 4 minutes. But if you want to trade the DAX as an example, I like the 4 minutes. For some reason, the DAX this year has switched from any type of an automated trade you are using on the DAX. Used to be the 2 minutes, and now it is the 4 minutes for some reason, and probably after New Year Eve is going to switch to 3 minutes. It always depends on which a lot of you spend the weekend. When I was talking a few days ago, don't spend your weekend, ruin your weekend, stay with your family, stay away from the computer, give a little break for your brain, because no matter what you do, if the DAX or the ES cross the 10 days moving average, all your templates are gone. If the ES or the DAX or the CL cross the 50 days moving average, all what you have done is gone. You need to readjust. If then the Nasdaq went below the 50 days moving average, you need to reset. You need to tune your auto trade. You don't just sit down on a replay data and think everything gonna be fine. So what I'm saying is, let me get this one out of the way. What I'm saying is, if we look at the DAX, the range today between 1 and 3 minutes and 5 minutes, somewhere today the DAX on the 5 minutes made 2,637, and the DAX on the 4 minutes made 1,317. Tomorrow I will not jump on the DAX for 5 minutes because today the DAX made $1,000 more. I will stay with the 4 minutes. So this is the biggest mistake when you are trying to optimize or tweaking an auto trade. Does not mean higher amount of money is more stability. What we need is stability, not whatever aggressive in the market. And because today this one made 2,000, tomorrow I'm gonna jump on it. I'm gonna whack the hell out of it. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Stay on the stability, safety, and don't jump on which one has a greener grass on the other side. So this is a wrong thinking, because still the idea you cannot trade 24/7. You cannot do that. Eventually you will lose all your money, especially if you are driving and you cannot see in front of you. You're gonna crash. So this attitude about which one is making money, step out of it, see where is the stability. So what I'm expecting for this trader, don't call me because this is what happened. What do you think, Sam? Tomorrow on Monday, should I use the 2 minute or 3 minutes? I don't know. Let me go outside on the balcony and put my thumb up in the air and see how the wind is. I don't know. I don't know if tomorrow is going to be the 5 minutes or the 1 minute. What you need to do, you need to run it and you say, I can live with the risk of the 4 minutes, or I can live with the risk of the 1 minute, or I'm going to stay on the 5 minutes or the 4 minutes. This is how you need to do. Not picking up the telephone middle of the night asking me, what do you think I should use tomorrow? So I don't know. Until tomorrow morning, I get up and see at 9 o'clock how the market running, then I will know most likely where the situation is. Now there is some traders, they are giving me a lot of ideas, and it is a very sweet ideas, and but those guys, they forget that we have to eat and sleep, and we have some people giving us an idea to call everyone in the morning, telling them what to do, or put something in there, and some other brilliant people, all of it. That's very nice ideas. How about if you do it, and let me see you running 24-hour servers non-stop, and just there is a lot of brilliant ideas how to do things, but not them, me. It happened to be we sleep, we eat, we see family, we see children, and we only have luxury a day from 7 a.m. Eastern Time to 4 o'clock p.m. So this is what our effort is. But or some guy calling us at 12 o'clock midnight to send him an update. He just woke up and figured out now it is time to get the new update. Sam sent me the update. Or discussion at 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning because he just got back from a bar. So, please, guys, if you need any update, support, question, our support is from 7 a.m. Eastern Time, and then we run out of steam at 3:30, 4 o'clock. We want to eat, we want to relax, we want to stay away from the computers. So this is the template we are working on. And I'm working on a different template today. Also, the first test on this. Also, I don't know which one I'm gonna be releasing. I'm gonna be releasing this one, and this one here, another one. I will be releasing. Also, hit the target. I'm just testing today. I didn't have time to set up the rest. I'm testing those, and those are the new templates. Is 1,190 and 2,000 on the ES. Actually, this template is much better than this ES, and this is another auto trade. We will cover that auto trade on Monday. So this is another new template we are testing. I stayed on silent and did not send any update the last couple of 3 weeks. Not even one customer, not even one customer tried to make one template. Not even one. And I get sad. So this is also this type of auto trade. We are this is an auto trade on your package. It's not a new auto trade, and we want to cover it on Monday. It's already in your package. This is a 2 minutes chart, and this is a really amazing chart, and it is amazing performance on it. And what the idea about this one here is just catching one trade. One trade, you're done for today. And it is 2 minutes. It's not a line break or range, Ranko, take. I don't know what else is in there. Anyway, this is how we spend our energy and time trying to make some templates and trying. Also, we are still working on the new auto trade. And yesterday we bumped into problem with the auto trade, the new one. So today I should get, or tomorrow, I should receive a new update on the new auto trade, the scalp auto trade. And probably this is the final update. And then what we will do, we will test it next week to make sure there is no bugs before we release it. And if there is nothing in it, no bugs, no problem, then I'm expecting to release this new auto trade, not this Monday, the Monday after. Also, we need to lock it, secure it, put it on the server. So we will see if we can release it on the new auto trade, not this Monday, the Monday after. So we will be covering Monday this auto trade. It's very simple to use, friendly use, turn on, turn off, and it is an amazing auto trade. And it is already in your package. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to send you anything. As we notice out of those charts, the DAX on the last trade, this is the only chart did not make it. On the last trade, look at this. It's pathetic. The trade before that, 1465, and the last trade was 5860. This is nothing for the DAX. On the CL, the 5 minute, on the last trade, you can see on the last trade made 450. On the trade before that, made 180. And still, why is taking that long? What happening on this 5 minutes? As we see here, gets up to $500-600. And then what happened here, because of the market, as I said, the 5 minutes sometimes have a late entry. It's not like the 1 minute. Like if we, maybe on the 1 minute, the entry was all the way up here, and on the 5 minutes is all the way down here. On the 3-4 minutes, it will be in between. So if we look, when he took that short trade, it was a very late trade, and he got whacked 2 times, 2 trade, with no profit. And then he was about to finish the $1,000. Then he got in two bad trades. He lost all the profit. And now he starts regaining all the profit. So the story on the 5 minutes, every time he gets up onto the $500-600, he go back to zero. He get up $500-600 and go back to zero. Getting up to $500-600 and go back to zero. Now, if we look at this DAX, for some reason, the algorithm is not fitting with the DAX today on the 2 minutes at all. Tomorrow, maybe the 2 minutes might make 2,000, might make two banana. I have no idea until we look at the tomorrow morning and see. Sometimes we receive a phone. Sam, just give me which one is the best for tomorrow. I'm going to go live tomorrow. Just tell me, is it 1 minute or 5 minutes? So I cannot give you this answer. You got to do your homework, run them for 1 week, see which one you can live with, and jump. That's the best offer. I don't have any crystal ball to tell you if tomorrow is going to be 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I wish. You would not see me sitting here if I have that crystal ball. Believe me. I'll do something better with my life. So you cannot predict what's your income tomorrow on the market until you come in, sit behind the computer at 9:30. You say, oh boy, we're going to make it today. Or maybe it is time to run and not taking any trade. That's the only time you know in the morning. And this is for the other. This one here is still climbing. And for the other, the same auto trade, the TI7, we have the gold and even the same auto trade, a different template. This is the same auto trade, different template. Nope. Let me see. Look, this is to most of you using the number 10 template. And a number 10 tablet, that's what happened. Now it's 11:44. This is the number 10 template where most of the traders happy with, and it's a very consistent. It's making decent money on the NASDAQ. And made 1,410, which if we look at the NASDAQ here, the number 10 template is not different from those. I mean, now today by accident this one made 2,400, but it's been consistent, this number 10 template, and still with the same range, 1,410, and the daily target is 1,000. This is a different template on the ES, which is a little bit tight. This is a 5 minutes, and it is the same auto trade, different template. This one made 1,012, and this template made 1,000. So it's the same auto trade, different template, different entry, and we still getting the same average. This is really, I'm trying to chase the ES trade to show you it depends on the market movement. Here is another one, 3 minutes, same one, BBTI7, different template, different entry, different filter, and it is 1,087. So if you notice, different entry, different templates, different filters, is with the same range, is with the same range, whether it's Nasdaq, Dow Jones, or gold, whatever. If the market is moving, the auto trade can make money. If the market got stuck in a channel, you're gonna walk away with a banana, whether you are manual trading or auto trading. Of course, there is a lot of bad auto trades out there. If you are using those out of date ATR, MACDs, and all this, they have no chance to make it in 2020. This is no way. It is in the 80s, 90s, but not now. It's overdue. So now they become the algorithms, the sophistication in the market has become much greater than just a MACD and an ATR. You know, you cannot bring anymore an old tank and win a war. You need It's an electronic war right now. So uh, it is what it is. So this is the number 10 template, 1400, and the same range on those new templates. I'm trying to send out on Monday to our traders. And this is the ES, the same range. Am I missing something here? Yeah. If you have 1,250 and now it is 1148, what you're waiting on to close this one? What you're waiting on? You know, this is what I'm trying to get you to do anyway. So put everything back into place. We'll take 5 minutes, take a last look on the ES, and then we'll be right back. Thank you. So let's look at CL trade. We know what's going on in the market. Okay, if you go back to the video today, and what we have estimated, if you go back to this video, it's no hula bula here. If you go back to the video from the beginning, and we told you where is going to be the ES at 12 o'clock, and now it is 11:53. We started the webinar at 10 o'clock precisely, and we told you at 10 o'clock where is going to be the ES, and it's exactly the ES right on time at 12 o'clock, hit 6 minutes before 12 o'clock, a hit where we told you the ES is going to hit. That is power. That is going to help you understand your daily target, where most likely today the ES is going to hit. And this is where you don't just buy Autotrade and turn it on, and if it don't work, you just say, well, it's a bad Autotrade. Maybe it's a bad trader, So there we go. On the new, I want to cover that Autotrade you have in your package. Now it's hitting 2,225 on that Autotrade, and I'm gonna cover this Autotrade in your package on Monday. It's not in you actually, but nobody bothered to open it. So we will examine that, and then so for the ES is finished, it's done, it's over, and then the drop is going to be around 34.55, and it is 12 o'clock hamburger time, and nobody is interested in the trade, and now it is time to eat. When like me, at 12 o'clock, if I don't eat, I start making lousy decisions. So this is the drop on the ES right now at 12 o'clock. There is not much to do. So I strongly advise everyone to go get yourself a bite to eat. And then if you feel like, look where it comes to. Exactly right there. And now from now to 12:30, it's going to drive you banana. There is nothing in here. Whoever made money today made money. Who did not make money did not make money. Folks, please be safe. Please, I have one of my friends got sick from the corona, and he got the I don't know, something called plasma. He had to that they need to bring him. Somebody had a corona before, and give him a blood from him. He almost died and come back. And the guy has a family. He have kids. He have wife. And now, thanks God, he is back and kicking. And this is really serious. So please be safe for you and your family. This is the most important. Money comes and goes. 1 year you make money, 1 year you don't. That's life in any kind of business. But please take care of your health. It is the most important for you and your family. And please do not uh, underestimate. When I saw that guy, you can see we couldn't see him physically, but he's a friend of mine, and he got the corona, and it happened to be how he got it. He just got a hug from his buddy, and his buddy was he had a fever, and he told me now he can talk because before we couldn't talk. He told me the minute he hugged him, he felt like the heat coming from him and occupied his body. He said the minute he hugged him, he went home and got sick. So please do not underestimate how dangerous it is, and try to be careful for you and your family. And when he explained to me how he catch it by just giving a hug to his buddy and immediately start having fever, that's scary. Really scared the hell out of me. Anyway, guys, please be safe, and God bless you all, and God protect every one of you. And see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock Friday. Bye for now.